whoa, what ba da ba dum, bum ba dum ba dum, bum ba dum ba dum, bum ba dum ba dum, bum. Catch that speeding hamster! That motherfucker won't get away from us. We were gonna catch a murderer, but we're instead going after a hamster, and it's fine. It seemed like a much safer job. Before the owner can even say goodbye, Liang has yanked Poitier out of the front door.
What's
You're
the
mine.
rush? I haven't even finished my noodles.
Your noodles will finish you.
We can eat later, but we need to find Miss Latham now.
Latham now.
Wait, hold on. I'm all for chasing down a crook. But why do I get the feeling you didn't tell your Foundation friend about your run-in with Latham?
Because I didn't. I don't
What's
trust
up?
them.
Why are you keeping her in the
They're
dark?
a snitch. Just
I
like
think
me.
that something isn't right about her.
She gave me the ick. I don't know, I just didn't like her vibes.
I've been to the A City before. To most, it might seem defenseless, but it's actually heavily protected by arcane rituals. According to Miss
They have
Scott,
so many circles
Latham
around.
acted alone. But there's nothing in her file that would suggest she's capable of that. Her arcane skill level is frankly far from remarkable.
She's just a camera robot. She can't really do all that much
Even
outside
with
of
insider knowledge,
record.
I don't believe it's possible she could have bypassed the security system and escaped on her own. Either Miss Latham has played the Foundation for fools, or she has more powerful accomplices. That leads me to another thing. This mission is not something a typical Foundation staff member would be assigned to, as Miss Scott claimed to be.
She's no typical Foundation member. She's a little rat
There's something we
Foundation
don't
member.
know.
You're saying that girl with glasses lied to you?
Maybe. Or that she was being lied to herself.
Either way, don't trust her. She's a liar, a fibber, and a little rat. Wanting to get some cheese. We have a lot of those in this game. Liang pulls her SPF eye contact device from beneath her cloak, not to be confused with her SPF 50 sunscreen that she also pulled from her cloak. After a few simple taps, she turns it around for Poitier to see.
There was another thing I found while searching through Miss Latham's files. Or rather, what I didn't find. There were no warnings or notices on her employee records.
You mean she's not actually wanted?
No one wants her. It's very sad.
No, I don't think so. Miss Scott said that their department wanted to solve this problem in secret. So I thought that might explain the reason Miss Latham's warrant wasn't on her file. However, when I tried to access more of their records to double-check my findings, I ran into a block on Miss Scott's records.
Miss Scott is a Manus
Access
member.
denied. You do not have permission to view this information. If you need access, please contact your supervisor.
Supervisor, I need Miss Scott's records on my paper by the morning.
It could just be because I'm only a cadet. There are some files that I don't have access to yet. I contacted my supervisor, but I haven't heard anything back. I don't mean to distrust her, but I can't hold anyone above suspicion.
I don't mean to distrust her, but I ain't fucking trusting her. Not once in my life. I know a fellow snitch when I see one. Poitier shifts her gaze from the device's screen back to Liang.
And what about me? You're putting a lot of trust in me, Liang. Is it really alright that you're telling me all this?
Yeah, it's
A
probably
dangerous
fine.
item stolen from the Foundation, and possibly an inside job at that. That's a scandal in the making.
Yeah, but we're buddy cops.
You could have just
You
lied to
can't
me.
backstab
Make
me.
up some kind of story. It's not hard for a smart kid like you.
That's where you are wrong. I'm very bad at lying. I try to lie and it doesn't work. Liang gives Poitier a puzzled look.
Why would I? We're partners, Miss Poitier. Hiding information from you wouldn't be right. You told me that yourself, didn't you?
Plus, I do not know English very well. I don't know the proper words for the lie I came up with.
Me?
Yes. The first day we were on duty together, you said you need to know what makes me tick.
I still don't know what that means.
I did, didn't I?
Poitier seems a little dazed. Liang looks at her, sincerity behind her eyes. She's just a sweet little puppy.
I've reconsidered it, and you're right. During my training as a vigil, our instructor emphasized many times that trusting our partner was of vital importance. And you, Miss Poitier, have proven to be capable, decisive, and compassionate. I have developed a deep respect for your work.
I am now madly in love with you.
We share the same goal, to discover the truth behind the incidents happening in Chinatown. I can't think of any reason why I shouldn't cooperate with you.
Outside of the fact that you are a cop.
Alright, enough!
Which
I'm
means
blushing
you're
already.
inherently untrustworthy. We're both cops, you fucking asshole. Yes, I'm also inherently untrustworthy. Due to the fact that I am a cop. Poitier cuts Liang off, almost flustered. Almost flustered. I do love the idea of a cop who, like, inherently hates and distrusts cops. Like, we don't know why they're in this line of work.
Damn, girl. I didn't expect my meek little mouse to turn into this.
This what?
This what? This fast fucking lesbian happening right now.
Get it. You've made your point. Now stop it.
You're not allowed to have feelings now. I don't like it anymore. Poitier waves a hand, signaling the conversation's end.
But you kinda missed my point. I'm worrying that the Foundation is gonna punish you for leaking classified information. Won't you get in trouble?
Though I may be a vigil of the Foundation, before that, I am the descendant of the Liang family. I'm obliged to do all that is necessary to fulfill my destiny. And given the circumstances, I think providing all relevant information that might assist us in catching the thief and retrieving the threatening arcane objects is worth bending the rules. Just a little.
Just a little. Just a little bit of bending. And by bending, I mean completely going outside of. But it's fine, it doesn't matter. Despite her conviction, Liang can't help but hesitate a little.
Besides, I'm not under any orders to keep this a secret, so...
I'm technically not under any orders to keep it a secret. The only person who told me to keep it a secret was Scott, and she was also supposed to keep it a secret, so if I go down, she's going down with me.
Cheeky. And you say you don't like bending the rules. I see you, boo. And I like it. Come on, let's work this out together. Partner.
Isn't Boo like a recent thing? I don't know. When did that become a saying? I guess is the best way to put it.
Which one is my room again? Oh, right. I wrote it down. Let me see. There it is. I almost went too far again.
I can't remember numbers.
Where did I put it? Oh, here. Home sweet home. Oh, I'm exhausted.
I love this design. Very funny. She looks kind of like a little bit horrifying, but also cute. And I love that combo. The camera-headed girl freezes in place as two cops are already in her room. This is the worst sight to come home to. Or the best sight, depending on what kind of movie this is.
Latham, right? It's been a while.
We have some questions for you. Please try to cooperate.
Liang steps forward and closes the door on her behalf. Latham is fucked, and not in the fun way. Oh, Going all green. So it's time to get out the red
Now
team.
it's time for
Spathia!
Your every desire is my command. Woman, get moving!
Bum, 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 bum. What are you doing in my room? This is serious. Criminal offense? Get out of my room or I'm calling the police. You are the police. The phone, it's right here in my hand. No need for that. I am the police. What? You're that Mitchell from the hospital. I'm sure I'd shaken off this person. So what do you want with me? I think you already know the answer to that.
Charging.
Fuck.
Loading. Barrage. Faraday's Miracle. And now to return to my long-term mission.
When an unsuspecting prey steps into a carefully laid trap of just staying in the room for a bit, the outcome is already decided.
Alright, fine. I'll tell you everything.
Fine, I'll tell you everything. I'm the one who shit in the urinal.
It was me, okay? They said I stole those arcane objects and sold them for money. Well, maybe I did. Ouch!
Ouch! As she speaks, she backs closer and closer to the wall behind her, until she smacks her oversized head into the window ledge, smashing out of the window and falling 2 stories. A peculiar word in her sentence makes Liang tilt her
What do you
head.
mean, maybe?
Because, actually, I can't remember it.
Mhm.
I can't find my memory film for that time, so really, I just don't know.
Oh, does she have to have, like, I guess that makes sense. For her to have memory, she has to have the film of that memory. So if someone were to, like, take it out and, like, replace it, then she'd just be completely fucked in that moment of time, which is how Scott takes advantage of her. This is how it all
film.
comes together. That's a shit end of the deal, huh? That's a horrible awakened downside for her. The so-called loggerhead girl in Awakened isn't exactly a tough one. Within 30 minutes, she has spilled everything. She gives them over the film so they can see it for herself from her perspective. She did not hold back. Yet, despite the seemingly ideal result, neither of the officers looks pleased.
So, to summarize what you just said, Latham, you're an awakened piece of a movie projector, which forms a Latham loop.
Oh.
You were designed to play movies, not record them. And that's why you suffer from severe amnesia.
Oh, weird.
You can only recall things that happened within the last 3 days. And after that, you'll forget almost everything. Do I got that right?
That's fucking horrifying. That's awful. That's the worst shit imaginable.
I guess so.
Like, that's like worse than a fly's memory, ain't it?
You guess so?
Eek. How do you remember how to talk? Like, shouldn't that require memory in order to talk? And, like, have shit like that? Wheatdeer's sudden questioning startles the girl. She shrinks further into the corner, wedging herself between the window and a nearby chair.
I can see why that friend of yours calls you Loggerhead. You deserve the name. What is going on here?
You deserve the name. It's like a disability. Fuck you, Poitier. It's not like she chooses to be forgetful. It's not a laziness thing. It's literally she was designed that way.
It's understandable. Awakened arcanists often suffer side effects related to their origins and materials, but still, this is quite unusual, to say the least.
It's almost like they were designed specifically for this kind of
So
situation.
she has no memory of what happened 3 days ago, or even any of the cases she was involved in. So then, she's basically useless to our investigation.
Yep.
I can only
perfect
imagine what a
alibi.
disaster it would be if you showed up in a Detective CO7 movie.
Hey, that's rude. How come I'm a disaster?
That's rude. The girl mustered what little courage she has left, weighs her metal fist in defiance. But her feeble resistance has no effect on the officers. After sighing in unison, they exchange a glance.
What do you think?
I think she is
I've made a request
bad.
for Miss Latham's detailed records, but I don't think she's lying. Back at the hospital, the best lie she could come up with was a hamster riding a stethoscope. I kind of doubt she's a master manipulator.
Yo, she said manipulator even better this time. She's working on it. There has to be like a voice director who like is kind of asleep on the job, but at least is like helping her, coaching her through how to say English words. And like they're slowly getting better. Oh, Scott. They're here. Looking like the fucking nerd emoji in their peg form. Dispel the fog, unravel the mystery, and they'll claim that this is the truth. Discover the mystery at New Orlando Film. Unraveling the mystery. The mystery of who killed me. Who did it? I know one of you did.
Let me sort things out. Miss Loggerhead, you said you could record and save your memories using a special type of film developed by Laplace, which means that even if you don't recall taking anything from the Arcanum Containment Department, your film should show whether you did or not. But the fact is, the films are gone. Isn't that right?
I stole the things and someone else stole my tapes. Very
Yeah,
convenient
I
matter.
usually carry my most important memories with me and leave the others in my room. The Foundation staff checked the visitor log after the stuff was stolen. Turns out I was the only one who visited the office that day. So they sent people to my room and checked all my film, but they didn't find anything. Then they said they already had other evidence. So
So I booked it. I got the fuck out of there. Loggerhead's voice trails off and someone else completes her words.
So they just declared Loggerhead guilty.
Oh,
But that
hello,
doesn't make any
Scott.
sense to me. Something must be wrong.
Well, you're the one who stole her tapes. The Foundation employee who claimed to be hunting Loggerhead received a call from Liang just 10 minutes ago. The moment she stepped into the clue-filled hotel room, laid eyes on Loggerhead, she blurted out, "You're still here?" And just like that, the final piece of Loggerhead's testimony was confirmed. The two girls sitting on the bed lower their heads in silent understanding.
So, when you found Miss Latham, you bought her a train ticket instead of putting her under arrest.
I know I've gone against orders, but I'm sure Loggerhead didn't do this. She's my friend. I can't just arrest her and have the Foundation lock her up.
Would they even lock her up? I guess they treat Awakened decently, maybe? I feel like they just dismantle her for
I'm
parts.
sorry for keeping all of this from you, but you're a vigil. I had to be careful.
Have to be careful.
So, if it's not crossing a line, Miss Liang, Miss Potier, can I ask you to keep this between us? You can report it after we find out who's really done this.
could you please?
Aw, she's cute, damn it. Why has everyone gotta be so cute to me? Why do I have to be a weirdo who sees this and is like, aw, they're adorable? Scott's eyes gleam pleadingly, and Loggerhead's lenses gleam as she stares at the officers in expectation. Stop looking at me with those camera eyes. I stare into your lens and it stares back at me. with my own eyes. It's a mirrored lens. The pitiful expressions on both their faces would tug at anyone's heartstrings. Liang almost feels as though she's tormenting some kind of harmless creature. But this unofficial interrogation isn't over yet.
We'll talk about that once we figure out what the hell's going on. Back to the case. You said she gave you a train ticket. What are you still doing here?
This is where the train ticket brought me. Loggerhead lets out an
Actually,
awkward laugh.
while I was on my way to the train station, a car on the other side of the street, thankfully,
Nope.
it crashed into the passenger seat where I was sitting. My metal's much stronger than human flesh.
It's good to know, at least. Liang searches her memory for a moment.
That's right. There was a car accident yesterday morning. The driver suffered some kind of unknown mental abnormality while he was on the road. Maybe he's fallen victim too.
That, or he just had a moment, a lapse in
What happened
judgment, you
next?
know?
I
Well,
was
we
sent to the
died.
hospital, and you showed up. I thought you were gonna arrest me, so I ran as fast as I could.
Still don't have my arm
I
fixed.
threw away my cell phone and contact device as soon as I left the Foundation. Scott said they could use them to track me down. I couldn't get a hold of anyone and didn't know what to do. And even though I don't know for sure, I really don't think I'm guilty. It's super weird to be on the run when you feel like you're innocent.
Nah, that makes sense, though. If you're accused of something you didn't do, it's probably better to just book it, honestly, most of the time. Have you seen the American judicial system? Like, you're fucked.
So, I went back to Chinatown to ask Director Noir for help. She was the only one I could contact directly.
You know Director Noir, specifically.
Could you tell me how you got to know her?
Of course.
How do you remember? Oh, you
Let
have
me
the
see.
film.
Walk of Fame. Walk of Fame. Okay. Now I just need to turn left.
This is her film
Wait.
vision.
Which way is left again? It changes every time I turn, right? Gosh, how the heck do people read maps?
Ah, fuck. What is the left?
Are you
A
all right?
miserable little pile of
It
secrets,
seems you
that's
could use
what.
some help.
Are you alright? It seems that you might be an idiot. I'm not stupid, I just am 3 days
Noir
old.
stopped to help me. She was really interested in my head, so we had a little chat, and I found out she was a director.
What is in your mouth? Like this weird blue
She offered to take me to the Walk of
metallic
Fame.
tongue.
We talked a lot about movies
I
on
guess
our way
it's more
there.
gray.
Then I told her I was traveling alone, so she invited me to join her movie shoot in Chinatown.
She's so giddy. Look at her sprite. That's so cute.
How could I say no? I mean, she's a famous director. There's no way I'd miss a chance like that.
And I'm a movie girl. I gotta
Interesting.
do it.
That was the same day that odd things started happening in Chinatown.
The head that was bobbing excitedly comes to a hesitant stop.
Well, I'm not sure about that.
Did anything strange happen that day?
Well, a famous director talked to me. That's pretty strange. Like, this is unusual. Loggerhead's lens flickered. It seems something has surfaced in her mind. Here, let me roll back my
see.
tapes.
I did find a strange film reel when I was unpacking that night.
A strange film reel.
A strange film reel.
Wait, could that be...
God, I love how there's really no voice direction. Like, instead of strange film reel, it's a strange film reel. Like, it's so good. Like, it's so bad, but it's good because it's bad, you know? I don't know, I'm into weird shit. But perhaps due to the limited field of vision of her camera lens, Loggerhead remains oblivious to their gazes. Instead, she pulls her backpack toward her, muttering to herself as she leisurely rummages through it.
Yeah, a strange film reel. I've I've gotten into the habit of labeling my films like check every day or check from time to time, so that I know what to watch to keep important things in my mind.
God, that sounds
I was
awful.
gonna do a review that night, but when I looked through my film, there was a roll without a label on it.
This just seems like a miserable life, honestly. This sucks. I feel bad for her.
Couldn't have been mine, because it was made of a different material. I was so curious about it, you know? So I played it.
And then I died.
What did you see?
It was a movie, I guess, but it was pretty short. More like a demo or a trailer or something.
How many days ago was this? Because you seem to remember
But
it.
it was so weird. Like a jumble of pictures and sounds. It didn't make any sense to me. I don't know, maybe it was a prank or something?
Nah, it was just an art house film. She halts her search and looks up blankly.
What's wrong?
It gone.
The film, it's gone.
Our blank. Our
What?
gone. A loggerhead shrinks nervously once again.
I can't find it. It was right here in my bag.
Give it to me.
Give it to me. Give me your head. One swift motion, Poitier snatches Loggerhead's backpack and upends its contents
Damn,
onto the
first
bed.
time I've seen a bag messier than my sister's. Do you ever organize your stuff?
When you only have a memory for 3 days, you don't have time. Like a whirlwind, Poitier tears through Loggerhead's things, ignoring her shrieks of, "I just forgot to throw that away, and I still need that." Those are all of my memories, you fucking psychopath. Please, God, don't rip up any of them. As she ransacks not only the backpack, but the entire room. Finally, she has no choice but to accept a rather disheartening conclusion.
Nope, nothing. You didn't take it out and lose it somewhere, did you? Mistake it for a tip for your pizza guy or something.
How would you do that with a film reel?
I forget things, but I'm not an idiot. I didn't lose it. Check my film if you want to prove it. It just disappeared into thin air.
Or
But your film only
stolen.
records what you saw. Someone might have taken it when you weren't looking.
When you weren't looking.
Does anyone else know about this film reel? Did you have any visitors or notice anything suspicious after you played it?
But that's the Ring movie.
Suspicious? I don't think so. At least I didn't see anything. The only person who visited me afterwards was Scott. She came to tell me I was wanted by the Foundation. Oh, but actually, I wasn't alone when I played it. Noir was with me. She said she was interested in my memories, so she came and...
So she came and stole the film. The others stare at Loggerhead as if she'd grown a second head. She nervously swallows the rest of her sentence.
What's wrong?
Aww. I like the expression lines because she doesn't have half a face.
So, it was Noir who took the film?
Potentially. Theoretically. Mathematically. Logarithmically.
What are you?
Yo, Scarface man. A solid punch sends the man flying. At least that's what was supposed to happen.
Sorry, Director. I'll try again.
Don't bother. Clearly, your martial arts skills are severely lacking. I don't want you to hit your head when you fall to the ground. Go. Take a break.
Oh, take a break. The disheveled actor still wants to argue his case. But everyone knows that once this director makes a decision... Decision? Jesus, I shouldn't be making fun of anyone else's English. Once this director makes a decision, she won't change her mind easily. In the end, he simply sighs and steps aside.
That was the last one, Director.
Oh, it's the last one.
There are far fewer stunt performers with martial arts experience here than in Hong Kong. Master Lau and his men will arrive in a few days. Perhaps we could shoot the scene then?
Nicholas is on a tight schedule.
Schedule.
Let me see what I can do.
Oh, schedule is so good. Is this like a hard word? You know what? No, it definitely is. Looking at it, like, how would you come to the conclusion that it's pronounced schedule unless someone tells you? Which once again leads me to believe that there is no, like, English voice director for this game. And instead, they just have them read the lines off a piece of paper. And it's like, yeah, if you're reading this off a piece of paper and don't know how to pronounce it, that's schedule. Schedule. But it's schedule. But you wouldn't know that unless someone actively told you, you know? A single sentence is far from enough to capture the many difficulties the famous Hong Kong director has faced since working overseas. Leaning back in her wheelchair, she disorderly scans the set, searching for the missing piece of the puzzle.
Her again?
Her again? Lynn follows Noir's gaze.
Oh, that young officer?
Yes, this is a small face. Like a weirdly tiny face. No, that's a coat rack.
What do you want? Listen, I don't know what you are trying to do, but can't you just leave us alone?
We don't want to deal with
Sorry,
the
ma'am.
fucking cops.
This is a closed set. If you don't have a warrant, please leave.
A warrant? If you don't have a warrant...
Guys, relax. Liang isn't as mean as she seems.
Relax. I know she's a cop, but, she's definitely trustworthy. Don't worry about it. Haha, teehee. Clearly the arrival of a certain vigil cadet is unwelcome. So much so that even Loggerhead is being eyed with suspicion. Like, oh, you're bringing a cop on this set? Fucking cringe, dog. But Liang ignores them. She locked onto her target the moment she scanned the set and is already striding towards her. No one can physically stop her. She stops a few paces in front of the person in question.
I must say, I didn't expect to see you so soon, officer. Is there something else you wanted to ask me?
She, like, fucking grabs her by the ascot. Like, where is it? Where is the film reel?
I think I made myself perfectly clear this morning. I know nothing about your case.
Wrong.
No, madam. I'm here to help.
Help with what?
Help with what? Oh yeah, because the fucking tape can move on its own, can't it? So the tape wasn't stolen, it just rolled out on its own.
Miss Latham mentioned that you were looking for a qualified stunt performer for your movie.
Oh shit.
I'd like to help with that, if you don't mind. As an apology.
Yo, cute cat mouth. And she is good with stunts. Although I feel like she's not good with acting. Like the stunt part.
You surprised me again.
Like the stunt part, yeah, she probably has that shit down. The acting part? We'll see. Hopefully she doesn't have to actually act. And can just do stunts. To be continued. Hey, Cleffe. Cleffe? Cleffy. Okay, I admit. I've always been something of a movie buff. I'm buff, and I like movies. Great, we've hit a dead end. Just what exactly did we miss? Maybe we should go over the items in Loggerhead's bag again. Loggerhead? Seriously? She packed all those film reels, but somehow missed the most important one? Look at this, she was planning to open a video store? Was she planning to open a video store? So many movie reels! Hey Liang, these ones are in Chinese, right? Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. That's the Women Fighters. And here's Miss Vampire and Troubled Lunatics. Classic Hong Kong films, but it's unclear if these were Loggerhead's collection or gifts from director Noir. Good grief, do we need to watch all of these? We don't have that kind of time. No, I don't think so. These are just regular film reels. And their stories aren't related to our investigation. I almost forgot you used to sneak around and watch movies behind your parents' backs. Your knowledge is broader than I thought. So, other than CO7, which one here is your favorite? Our time is running out. Ugh, dull as ever, I knew it. But, if we wrap this up quick, you should watch Miss Vampire. It's a hallmark of our Hong Kong or Kingdom films. Oh? I'll remember that. We've gone through the bag, but the missing reel isn't here. Perhaps it's time for us to try something else. Yeah, let's hear what our big shot director has to say. Please. I do like that she is just secretly like big movie fan. You do love her movie. Don't speak, don't blink, don't say it, don't think it. The BB Bobo Man. They're always coming. They keep coming, it's horrifying. How do they have so much cum? Hey, Calefe. Calefe?
You mean to say that you're a stunt woman? Seriously?
Noir chuckles and shakes her head before turning her wheelchair in disinterest.
Thank you, officer. Well, judging by your uniform, you're from the Vigils Bureau, aren't you? I appreciate the gesture. It's true that we may be able to attract more viewers if we have a Vigil on the cast list.
On the cast
But filmmaking isn't as easy as you think. Maybe I can fit you in next time.
Yeah. Rejection. But refusal is not an
I'm
option
familiar
in
with
this
movies,
operation.
especially yours. I'm actually a big fan. And I saw the performance just now. Not to be rude or anything, but I think I can handle the stunt. For the
Not to be
betterment
rude
of
or
the
anything,
movie.
but your guys
That's
are
what
shit.
Miss Latham said you were after. Is that right?
Is that right? Her words stir up a storm.
What? Does she even know what she's talking about?
What? Does she even know what she's talking about?
That's some pretty big talk.
That's some pretty big talk. God, I love how much there isn't a voice director. It's so good. It's like, that's some pretty big talk. Like, you emphasize the talk. Like, that's some pretty big talk. That's some pretty big talk. Like, they just emphasize the wrong things to make it feel natural, so everything feels weird and unnatural. And it kind of adds to the atmosphere, I'll be real. Like, everything in this game feels supernatural in some way. So even the way they talk feeling that way is kind of fun. Even Noir can't help but let out an amused chuckle at Liang's words. Even so, her wheelchair comes to a stop.
That's true. But are you certain that you'll make my movie better?
Yes.
I think you'll make my movie shitter. Be honest, no. To be honest, no. I'm shit at this. Nang knows that filmmaking is far more complex than it appears. Her answer is far from the truth. Oh, you're just lying. Like, it's not even just a matter of, overconfidence or underestimating how hard filmmaking is. She knows it's difficult and far more complex than it appears, and it's just like, nah, I need to lie my ass off here. But if she's going to uncover the truth, she has to act the part and has to kiss some dads. Especially yours.
Interesting. Since you insist, let's give it a try. Show me what a vigil can do.
Oh, we're humoring her. It isn't a particularly clever trick, but fortunately, Latham's words weren't false. Latham's. Noir would never turn down an opportunity to improve her film. That or she's just kind of fucking with you. For fun. For funsies. Why not? You know? Ooh, Noir's set. Oh, we gotta get the blue squad out here.
It depends on the budget.
Depends on the budget. Hey yo, budget time. Budget
No
time.
wingman
It's
is
budget
needed.
time. Everybody get in line because it's budget time. Yo, Terminator reference. And just some guy with a camera who's probably off screen. Listen up. In the first scene, you're a martial arts apprentice in Chinatown, cornered in an alley by a group of thugs. You're an outsider here, trying to avoid trouble, so all you can do is curl up and take the beating. Are you ready, Vigil? Yes. Action. Eat this! Don't you know what hand over your money means? You wanna suffer? Go break a leg! Yeah, you got it, boss. I hate that I do that. Follow directions, instructions. Do not attack the enemy. Oh shit, okay, hold on. Just move around. Don't attack.
Ouch! Don't touch the device!
I guess we just keep moving shit around until they say otherwise. We move.
Ouch!
Yeah, oh, look at these things move. It's so epic. Cut. Good, good. Second scene. You've had enough. You're humiliated and furious. Ready to fight back. Get it together. No more looking weak. Show me your anger. Now you get up from the ground, not to prove yourself, but to tell them that whatever you've lost, you're taking it back. Action! Boss! She's standing up again! What are you afraid of? She's just a crippled runt. Oh, we're gonna get the sheets on ya.
Just another syringe of time. These sheets are my wings!
Those sheets are your wings, girl. Good job.
Oh-oh.
Oh. She's gonna kill someone! Don't bite off more than you can chew. Cut.
Red 38 is about to return.
Good for you, Lilia.
Excellent. Bravo. Exactly as you claimed. No, even better. Really spectacular work. A perfect take.
I'm flattered, Director.
I am flattered, Director. Even my shitty lines? Thank you. Noir's eyes glisten as she watches the playback of the shot. Meanwhile, after nearly 20 failed takes, Liang returns to the dressing room, her costume drenched in sweat. When she emerges back in her Visuals uniform, a bottle of water is handed to her.
It's not open.
Yo, epic.
Thank you.
Didn't expect you to pull it off. That was a dangerous stunt. Scared the crap out of me. All right. So you did a good job one time. But let me tell you, it takes a lot more than that to win recognition in this industry.
Why did it sound like you changed to a different person in this line?
Really gotta hone in on the dramatic scenes if you want to move out of the stunt woman box. You're good looking, and you took that scene pretty seriously. You interested in doing that?
You really gotta hone in on the dramatic scene. Oh, it's so good.
If you are, then I'll suggest you be a little more humble. There's always room for improvement, you know?
What has she done that's not humble? What are you on about? What are you talking about?
You're right. I'm sorry. But I'm not even stunt woman.
I'm
And
not
an
even
actress.
stunt woman.
This is all just a bit of fun for me.
Is that so? Oh, what a shame.
What a shame. The queen of the set rolls over in her chariot, stopping beside Liang.
I appreciate your sincerity, but I'd be even more appreciative if you were willing to do a few more scenes.
If it's just for a short time, I'd like to help in any way I can.
Fantastic! Follow me. We can have dinner and look at the script together. I have a few changes I want to make to the story.
Oh, we're making changes to the story during the shooting? Oh my
Trust
god.
me, the audience will be more than happy to hear a line or two from you.
From you? I don't think that's
Lines?
necessarily true.
Okay.
Lines? Uh-oh. That's the part I'm not good at. Things seem to be taking an unexpected turn. Things seem to be going downhill fast, but luckily we're at the same restaurant again.
That's all. Well, have you memorized them?
Memorized them?
Yes, every word. But
Oh, she is good at memorization. She remembered the entire fucking rule book of the police.
there too many?
The blank spaces in the script spread out on the table are filled with Noir's flamboyant pen strokes. Flamboyant pen strokes.
She's got a point, Director. The investors might not approve them. They already told us not to change the script like we did in Hong Kong.
Well, the investors can tell themselves to fuck off. That's all they're good for.
Relax, we've done this before. They never read the script anyway.
They don't read the fucking script. You think they give a single fuck?
Besides, I'm not exactly asking for a monologue here. It's only 3 lines, just what's needed to make the character complete.
Just 3 little lines. Lynn gives a helpless sigh. She knows all too well how pointless it is to try and change Noir's mind.
I'll keep practicing until filming starts.
I look forward to your performance.
The little doll next to her is like, yeah, yeah, yeah.
By the way, I saw some deity dolls and sedan chairs on the set. The Dushu
Sedan.
Festival is coming up, right? Is the crew joining the Shoho parade?
The Shoho parade.
Those are our props. Our final scene is set at the Shoho parade. I already spoke with the organizers in Chinatown. They've allowed us to shoot during it.
Oh.
Really? The last CO7 movie ended with the Shoho parade too.
So you're shooting during a parade. That seems complicated. That seems like something you wouldn't want to do. Like, you'd want to set up a fake parade, not shoot it at a real parade. That seems far more, like, annoying to get right. Plus, then you're time sensitive, at least more time sensitive than normal. Noir's eyes light up. She smiles.
Good memory. Looks like you meant it when you said you were a big fan.
I guess that movie was almost a decade ago, timeline-wise. The restaurant owner serves their meal, pausing their script discussion for the time being. Noir and her assistant pick up their chopsticks, but Loggerhead remains still. Oh hey, what's up, Loggerhead? Didn't realize you were still here.
So, did you find anything?
Her
You
cheeks
said
are
that
so
your
cute.
beastly friend could detect things tainted with evil, right? So, did it sense anything wrong with the director?
Well, she is tainted with evil, but more in a hot way than, like, an actual evil way. While Loggerhead speaks in a hushed tone, the conspicuousness of her head makes talking in secret a near impossible task. She's not good at whispering. Feeling Noir and Lynn's subtle glances. Oh my god, I would love if they pronounced this subtle. Like, unironically, because I pronounce it subtle. Ironically, because I know it's subtle, but it shouldn't be subtle. It's spelled subtle. But oh, I would love if they unironically said subtle. Let's hope it's in the script. I want to see it. Liang squirms in her seat.
No, but that doesn't mean...
Although, like, I would laugh at that, but it's in the same way that, like, if anyone Chinese was watching my stream, they'd be laughing at me pronouncing shit horribly wrong every 2 seconds when it comes to any Chinese word. It's like, I don't know shit. I'm just reading it off a piece of paper, just like these girls are reading English off a piece of paper. Seemingly. Supposedly. Allegedly.
Yes! I told you she'd never do that! Hey! She can hear you, you know?
Situation is already beyond repair. She's fucked it up immeasurably. I'd never do what? Play with a camera girl's heart. For a brief moment, Liang feels a splitting headache. She shoots a mildly accusatory glance at Loggerhead, causing her to visibly shrink. Just actually shrink down 3 sizes, just like point, point, point.
Sorry, I don't like skirting around things. Can't we just ask her straight up?
No, we need to ask her gay up.
Not really. If every criminal just confessed to their crimes, the vigils wouldn't exist.
No clumsy cover-up will fool the director now. There is nothing for it but to be upfront. Perhaps this is for the best anyway.
Actually, I didn't just come here to apologize. There's something I want to ask you about. What is it?
Here's the catch. She's so cute. I love her. A perfectly measured balance of curiosity and confusion, yet no real surprise. You never trust a cop. A renowned director having a knack for acting isn't exactly shocking. In fact, it's about as surprising as an amateur failing miserably to do the same thing.
It's about the strange things happening in Chinatown these days.
Wait, so all this was just to butter us up so you could investigate your case?
Ooh. Aw, you said that line beautifully. Beautifully. Aw man, this could really do with some second or third takes, I'll admit. But the first take is the best take, don't worry about it, guys. Oh my god, this is why second takes exist. I could never do anything first take. As seen by the assistant. Like, no, never record me at my first take. Always meet me at my, like, 5th or 6th take. Maybe before then, if I'm lucky. The assistant, who was all smiles moments ago, suddenly falls silent. Despite her careful preparation, the situation is difficult for Liang.
Sorry, madam, but it's my job. As I said, strange things have been happening in Chinatown. Things that bear a striking resemblance to the film incident that you were involved in 8 years ago, Miss Noah. The case document stated that the origin of these events is a film reel titled Reunion of the Three Swallows, a movie created by your friend He Rijun.
Reunion of the Three Swallows. 3 would-be children all met in one throat.
Miss Latham said you watched a film with her in her room a few days ago. Do you have any idea where that film reel is now?
Well, yeah, it's with me.
Reel.
That film reel.
Did you not
No,
know
that
what
film
it was?
fake.
I had no idea.
No. The little doll next to her is like, nah, she didn't know shit. Trust. Noir's expression darkens. Clearly she's realized why Liang has brought up that film reel.
That film we watched together. Well, to put it mildly, it had nothing of interest. It didn't seem to have any semblance of a story, even.
It didn't seem to have any semblance of a story, even.
It couldn't have been one of Teresa's.
Teresa. Yang recalls that the archive on Reunion of the Three Swallows cited Teresa as the English name of its creator, Herijin. Noir and Herijin had been friends since their days studying abroad, and it seems Noir still uses that name even now. Rumors, investigation reports, and speculations flicker through Liang's mind, but seeing the somber look on the woman before her, she decides to set them aside for now.
Maybe the original content has been contaminated. According to the Foundation's records, the film reel has 2 abilities: play and record.
And kill, but that ability is more of a passive effect.
The play ability allows it to conjure its contents into reality in a form similar to a movie image, which accounts for the hallucinations and phantoms the victims mentioned. The record ability captures the souls of those in the same effective range as play, and the victims lose a part of themselves, like their sanity or their memories.
Damn. This fucking cursed film reel has more and better abilities than fucking Loggerhead gets.
The
It's
case
so
document
sad.
doesn't mention anything about contamination, but my guess is that the souls recorded by the film have polluted the original content of the film.
Shame on them. Whoever's behind this.
Well, it's the film reel who's behind it. Noir mutters a curse, and both she and Liang fall into silence. Meanwhile, Lin and Loggerhead look utterly lost. They have no fucking clue what's going on here.
Wait. What are you talking about? Can you explain it to me simply, please?
I've lost my memory again.
Miss Noah didn't know that that film was a reunion of the 3 swallows, so naturally, she didn't take it. I think she's telling the truth.
I base this off of nothing.
Really? That's great news!
Well, it's not necessarily great news. No one responds. Loggerhead looks around and slowly lowers the arm she raised in premature celebration. Yeah!
Oh, right. The film's still missing, so it's not great news.
Good job, Loggerhead. Just like pat her on the box.
But at least Noir
Box
wasn't
pat.
up to something when she made friends with me, right? That's definitely good news for me.
It's good news for me. Yippee! He turns to Noir.
That means we're still friends. And friends help each other. Liang said that the film reel could cause some problems for you. Let me help you find it.
Aw, she's so fucking cute.
I'll catch that thief and take the film back to the ACD. Then you'll be safe. I'll clear my name, and the problems in Chinatown will be solved. That's 3 birds with 1 stone. Genius, right?
Yeah, good job, girl. And just pat her on the box. Just pat her right on top of the camera. And pat, 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 pat. Good girl.
You know, Miss Latham, this is what I like about you. You always speak your mind.
As little of it as there is, you always speak it. Her eyes squint a little as she curves her mouth into an unexpectedly gentle smile. Look, she's just adorable.
Our relationships are so complex, aren't they? That's what makes them so intriguing, captivating.
Intriguing?
Really. A constant source of inspiration.
Okay, that's like definitive proof that they are just reading off of a off of a script with no voice director. Intriguing. Like, that's so good. Holy shit. I'm learning new ways to mispronounce words that I love. Like intriguing, never saying intriguing again. Intriguing. Because, yeah, that is how you would pronounce that if you didn't know. Like, it's obviously intriguing, but it looks like intriguing. Oh, that's
But
so
sometimes
good.
I feel that life is better kept simple. Wouldn't you agree, Miss Vigil?
Hold on, I need to hear that again.
Our relationships are so complex, aren't they? That's what makes them so intriguing, captivating, really.
Intriguing. Yeah, baby. I love this game.
Agreed.
Agreed. I would like for things to be simple, but there is no simplicity in our storylines. We have to have a full story for the event. There are certainly simpler ways to say, I'm suspicious of you and I have no intention of cooperating. But, nah. You gotta be roundabout.
May I ask you another question?
Please.
Please stop. I hate you.
The rumors about CO7. Which ones are true?
Which ones are true? Which ones are false?
I don't think a few old stories will help you solve the case.
It's not only for the case, but for my own curiosity.
Well, that's even less of a
I
reason to
wasn't
tell
lying
you.
when I
Fuck
said
you.
I was familiar with your works. I really liked them.
Mm-hmm.
And this question matters a lot to me as a fan.
I see.
Noir ponders for a moment.
In that case, I really don't think you should know the truth for your own good.
Well, if you say something like that, then the truth I come up with in my head is gonna be far worse than the actual truth.
I appreciate your love for my works, but it's not a good idea to dig too deep into what went on behind the scenes.
Don't worry about
Just
the murder
enjoy the
I
stories
committed.
for what they are. Otherwise, the magic will be ruined.
I want the magic to be ruined. I want the behind-the-scenes content. She gives a slight shake of her head, but a flicker of contemplation passes through her downcast eyes.
Well, I can tell you one thing that might interest you, though.
If it ain't helping with the case, I don't want to fucking hear it. Oh, to be continued. You didn't tell us shit! You bastard. Humans are known for their rationality and efficiency of planning. Mousetrap. When the nose catches the scent of the cheese, it's what the tail gives it away. That's when the tail gives it away. They're a little rat who wants some fucking cheese. It all comes full circle. It's all about the rat who wants some goddamn cheese. This is gonna be the running joke of this game. I'm gonna keep making it, and no one's gonna get it because no one watches these goddamn streams. But I'm gonna keep doing them because I love it. Someone will watch them eventually. Night has deepened, and the little restaurant on the corner outside of Chinatown is almost empty. The doorbell chimes, and two people walk in. Person 1 and Person 3. Well, it's not empty at all.
Officer, over here.
And tall officer. The way she said that was a bit sus.
Again, it's Poitier. Have you seriously already forgotten my name? It's only been 3 hours.
Hasn't been 3 days yet. That is a weird name, though. That feels very French. Like, that's not really an American name, Poitier.
Scott and Saul Officer.
And tall officer. That's who you are. Who's this man? You said the thing was empty. Oh, it's almost empty. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. You know you got me. You got one guy here. There's no one even working at the moment. They've just got this guy. At Loggerhead's call, the two newcomers take a seat at her and Liang's table.
What's your status?
What's your status?
Couldn't find anything useful. Sorry.
Mwah.
I already asked the investigators who came with me to track down the other missing items. You know, to cover up for Loggerhead, but so far they haven't found anything. As for the person who stole the item, I haven't a clue.
Well,
Well, it could be you.
at least there haven't been any reports of arcane explosions or earthquakes. No news is good news, right?
No.
What about you? Any leads?
Miss Noah didn't take the film, but she refused to tell us anything about its curse or the former owner, He Rijun.
Region. He lets out a deliberately dejected sigh, withholding the final message Noir gave her.
Looks like
Oh,
I'm the
cool.
only one who has good news.
That means I get the coffee, and you all get to suck my dick.
You do? What about?
Poitier tilts her head, gesturing past Scott to the darkened street outside the window.
The illegal trade of arcane items. You told me to keep an eye on it. I contacted my guy who tracks all that stuff. Told me
Yeah,
about
the guy
this
who
trader
tracks the
called
stuff.
Pug Dog, a middleman in the black market.
Pug dog. As opposed to fucking... I'm trying to think of a breed of cat, but I can't. Calico cat. There you go.
He was pulled over for speeding this morning, but he actually paid the ticket right away. Can you believe that? I wouldn't be surprised if he shot the police car and ran away there.
Mm-hmm.
An outlaw suddenly behaving himself.
The most suspicious thing of all.
He must be up to something important. Something big enough to make him avoid getting into trouble over a speeding ticket.
Battery just didn't want to deal with it today. He had the money left over.
The officers thought the same, so they tracked him to this stolen car, right? Well, guess where it's headed? Here. Chinatown.
It's headed to this diner. Ooh. Pug dog! Pug dog! A man with a deep, jagged scar across his brow saunters under the moonlight. At last he stops, flipping into the darkened alleyway. He has no idea that 4 silent pursuers are lurking nearby, hidden under a rookie vigil's silent shadow arcane skill.
What's he doing?
Going into the alley, dumbass.
Waiting for someone's my guess.
A middleman for the arcane black market. So he probably has the cursed film. And now he's planning to sell it to someone. We should get him now, before the film's sold off. Come on, this is our chance.
No, we gotta wait for Noir to show up, seeing as that's what they insinuated with the little playing pieces. No, Liang claps a hand over her mouth just in time, muffling her outburst.
Someone's coming.
Shh, shut the fuck up. We need info. From the depths of the shadows, a figure emerges, not walking toward Pub Dog, but riding something. Perhaps a wheelchair?
Good evening, sir. I hope I didn't keep you too long.
As you can see, I couldn't exactly run here.
You got the dough?
You got the dough?
Of course.
Little doll shakes her head. Noir pulls out a rectangular object from
It's
her
an
coat.
envelope. Looks pretty thick.
Poitier is right. Pug Dog takes the envelope and puts a handful of bills from it before nodding in satisfaction.
All here. Don't you worry, alright? You can trust me. Everyone in LA knows Pug Dog.
Especially the cops. They know my every location. He stuffs the bulging envelope into his pocket before pulling an item from his
Here's your
jacket. The item cuts an arc through the darkness, landing precisely in Noir's waiting hands.
Ha! I like customers like you. Generous and to the point. Alright, I'm out of here. Pleasure doing business with you. And hey, feel free to call me again.
I like customers like you. Barely said anything, gave the money, no complaints, no nothing. We good. You pretty cool, you on my good list. He scans the area before turning back to Noir, lowering his head.
Seeing as you're a good customer of mine, here's a bit of advice. Watch your back on the way out of here.
What do you mean?
I can sense 4 cops already here. But Noir doesn't get the chance to press further. The moment has come. Liang strides out
Sorry
from the
to interrupt,
shadows.
but neither one of you will be making your own way home. Miss Noah, Pud Dog. I'm afraid you'll be coming to the Arcane Affairs office with me.
Fucking cop!
Fucking cop! Fucking bullshit ass cop. Damn cops always ruin everything.
Oh, I got it now.
We had such a good exchange.
What I'm good at.
A new
What I'm good at.
hypothesis.
Fuck it, it
Wanna watch
doesn't
the
matter. He's
aerial
gonna die.
Laundry time.
Laundry time!
Behold. Don't blink.
Come back. I need your feedback on our session.
You need your therapy session.
Easy, easy!
Shut up and stay down.
Pugdog's attempts to fight back have been utterly useless.
Miss Noah, could you show me what he gave you?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. He hands a dusty gray box to Liang. Inside is an ordinary-looking film reel, but Liang can feel the vessel containing You see, this is why we need voice directors. For this shit specifically. And for, like, just reading in general. But, you gotta know the tone of the timing. Hui Ling growing warm inside her, against her skin.
Super 8mm. This must be it.
Super 8mm.
Reunion of the Three Swallows. He Zhijun's final work. The culprit behind the strange happenings in Chinatown.
Yet for now it lies quietly in her grasp, docile and unthreatening.
Well, that was easier than expected. Half a day and we've already tracked it down. Now all we gotta do is stop it from doing its arcanum-y thing. But how? Smash it?
Hydraulic press. The anti-magic. Before Liang can respond, Noir voices a polite opposition.
I don't think that's a good idea.
He'll just splatter all the evil out. It'll go everywhere.
I have to admit, Miss Noah's right. Arcane items need to be handled with the utmost care. No one knows what will happen once it's broken. We could make things worse.
Fine. Let's take these two back to the office first. On your feet, tough guy. We gotta go.
Ugh. Damn it! How'd you find me? Some asshole sell me out?
Pugdog is yanked up from the ground. He reluctantly follows Poitier, grunting and cursing under his breath. As he passes Liang, he stops.
Wait. You?
He stares. Not at her precisely, but at the figure cowering behind her.
It was you! You fucking traitor! I should have known you were working with the cops!
You fucking traitor! Ah, Scott, you funny little girl. Luggerhead tilts her head in confusion.
What are you talking about?
Wait, let me explain. This is just a misunderstanding.
Let me explain.
Don't worry, Miss Scott. You're right. There has been a misunderstanding between you and him. Allow me to explain.
Allow me to explain. Scott heaves a sigh of relief, only for Liang's next words to hit her like a thunderclap. Everyone's favorite Pokemon move recently.
You never had the intention of betraying him, nor were you working with us.
You were playing both sides, so you always came out on
You simply gave him
top.
the item you wanted to sell. That's it.
Yeah, Scott, you little rat. You wanted the goddamn cheese. A project gone awry. Oh, Scott. I do like how, because of the wheelchair, her, like, little game piece is way bigger than everyone else's. Plans account for everything, except the unexpected, which never fails to arrive. Well, you gotta have backup plans for your backup plans, like Zehanort. King Heart. A project gone awry. Oh, yay, baby.
What? What do you mean?
Oh, Loggerhead, you didn't know? Your friend was the traitor all along. They were sus the whole time. Loggerhead turned to her friend, then to Pugdog, then back to Liang. then to her friend, then to Pug Dog, then back to Liang, then to Poitier, then to Luggerhead, then back to Liang.
The truth was always there, hidden beneath the lies and distractions. All you have to do is whittle them down, one by one. The probable cause of the events in Chinatown is the reunion of the Three Swallows film reel, and apparently, Miss Noah has a history with it.
And yet, the specifics of this history remain unclear. Liang glances at Noir, only to be met with her signature unreadable smile.
But Miss Noah doesn't have anything to do with the Foundation. There's no way she could sneak into the ACD and steal the film. The same goes for this gentleman or any other outsider.
Yeah, I don't think Noir is really gonna be doing much sneaking around, you know? It's a bit difficult.
The thief who wants Miss Latham to take the fall must work for the Foundation. In fact, since they stole the item without being noticed, they probably work for the ACD. And they must be close to Miss Latham to know enough about her amnesia to be able to take advantage of it.
Yeah.
But lots of people at the ACD know about my condition. You can't pin it on Scott just from that.
Yeah, but she's the only one we know of who knows about it, meaning that she has to be the killer. For the first time, the ever-cheerful Loggerhead takes on a harsh, indignant tone. She stamps her foot and turns to her friend. I like to imagine that the fucking Pug Dog, is here. Like, he's still here, just being held by Poitier. And he's like, stop resisting at this point. He's just like, ooh, what drama's going on here? What? Ooh, there was a bunch of rat shit going on? Oh, let me get to know it.
That's way too harsh, right, Scott? Right? Scott? Say something, will you?
Say something. I'm giving up on you. Damn it, I wanted the money. Scott only stares at the floor as she tries to calm her quivering breath. How long have you known?
How long have you known?
Oh, okay. I thought the voice line didn't play. It just took a bit. How long have you known? Ever since Matilda said that she didn't know of any Scots on the records. It's like, you're sus then. Scott has finally managed to force out a few words.
Since Miss Latham said you were good friends, with all due respect, your plan was far from perfect.
I knew it. You brought me along so this guy would call me out.
So that this fucking rat would call me out. He's like, hey, yo, whoa, you're the rat here, not me. Don't drag me into your drama. After a long sigh, Scott lifts her head, speaking with a resigned kind of ease.
You're right. I messed up. My plan was far from perfect because, well, I couldn't stick to the so-called plan since the very beginning.
Why are you getting so sassy with it, girl? Well, I couldn't stick to the so-called plan since the very beginning.
I didn't know the Foundation was already investigating the theft until after I'd hidden the items in Loggerhead's room. Then I had no choice but to use this idiot as the scapegoat. I never thought she'd accidentally bring the film to LA, or that I'd be ordered to investigate the case. I got in touch with this guy a long time ago, and the trade site happened to be in LA too. So, my plan was to get the film back and sell it right afterwards.
Why did you tell Liang about this in the first place? Like, this is your fault for doing this. You could have just ran. Or, like, just told her nothing, or told her a lie, even. I guess just because you wanted Loggerhead's, like, locations, and to know if she knew them.
But things didn't go as smoothly as I thought. I shouldn't have gotten greedy, or been so nice to this dummy.
Dummy. When she's fucking being a ruthless backstabber, but too nice to call someone a dumbass. She shoots a piercing glance at Loggerhead before quickly looking away. Whether out of disdain or avoidance is unclear.
But...
But...
We're friends, aren't we?
No, my friends. Her voice is as fragile as brittle glass. Scott shatters it with a scoff.
Friends? Don't be ridiculous. I don't know how you can act like nothing's wrong when literally everyone is laughing at you. And the fact that they thought that I was one of your kind.
What the fuck, girl? That's harsh.
What an insult. I only hung out with you because I had no choice.
Because I'm a fucking nerd. And they thought I was one of you. When I'm clearly a human and not an awaken. They're like, wait, that doesn't really make...
You're an
yeah,
idiot
obviously.
who forgets everything every 3 days. It's your own damn fault. Anyone looking for a scapegoat would immediately think of you.
It's your own damn fault for being disabled. Fuck you. Why is everyone so mean to her?
Quit it. I don't want to hear any more of your BS.
Oh, fuck you. You were saying the same shit like hours ago. Scott scoffs once more, refusing to look at her friend for even a second.
Hands up, Miss Scott. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
In a court of law.
You're still going to fight.
Wait, I can see my wheel is spinning. That means you want to throw down.
Keep the sample.
But how? She doesn't have the reel anymore. How could she still summon these monsters? She's been deeply corrupted. The ghost plagues have latched onto her. She didn't summon them. They were always lurking within her. Get away! Stay back! This isn't over! I haven't made her acknowledge me. I still have a plan. I still... Her mind is starting to unravel already. Poitier, we have to take her down now.
Just another shift.
Her mind is fucked.
Wanna watch the aerial stunts?
She wanted Matilda Senpai to notice her,
Taking another look?
and now her brain is all fucked.
Leon!
What I'm good at.
A good point.
Oh, and we have the fourth
Just another
action.
shift.
We'll get another action the next round, which won't exist because we're gonna kill him,
Dumbling.
but you know, in theory, it's the correct thing to do.
Come back. I need your feedback on our session.
Cat photo, cat photo. Let's go. Let's fucking cat. At last, Scott gives up her resistance. Liang pushes her towards Poitier's patrol car, parked around the corner. As they're about to step out of the alley, Loggerhead calls out.
Wait! Scott! I have to know, why did you steal from the Foundation?
Does it matter?
Yeah, I want to know about your character more. Scott turns back, laughing coldly in disbelief.
Would you feel better if I had a reason? Oh, please. Your ignorant, stupid little brain makes me sick.
Why are you such an asshole now?
It was for the money, of course. And to prove to the others that I'm not a bloody fool like you.
I had to prove that I'm even dumber. And get a bunch of money.
Imagine the shock on their faces when they discovered that I did what none of them could. Those so-called unbreakable arcane security skills were easy to deal with as long as
Her words trail off and a puzzled expression crosses her face as she looks over to the cops and is like, maybe I should shut the fuck up.
You what? How did you bypass the Foundation security?
I'll never tell.
I don't remember. That's weird. How could I forget? All I remember is that an office lady talked to me in the corridor.
An office lady? When? What did you talk about?
Was it one of the faceless office ladies?
She showed me something. It was a bit dazzling, but very beautiful. It was... Oh, right! It was a
hypnosis machine. A razor-sharp silver needle slices through the air, cutting her off in an instant. Uh-oh. She raised a dazed hand, her fingertips touching the foreign object lodged in her throat, not understanding why her voice was suddenly vanishing. Free lodging. By the time she's realized she can no longer breathe, her eyes roll back and she falls to the ground. Oh man, so that's why she's not pullable. They fucking killed her instantly. Silence falls in the starlit alley, then another flash of silver whistles by.
What?
What? A sharp pain blooms in her palm. She looks down as the sharp silver needle pierces it. The film slips from her grasp. Y'all really need to... How are you not... Y'all are reacting very slow to this. You should be acting much faster after someone just got killed. The reel rolls across the ground, clicking as it hurtles into the darkness, until a gloved hand picks it up and brushes it off. Our masked vigilante at it again.
You've got no idea how long I've been looking for this.
Hey girl, what's up? Well, I guess they didn't want it to be a twist, really. They kind of made that obvious. You're the person we thought it was.
Hey there, kid. We meet again.
You're like the exact first and only suspect we've had for the vigilante. The once famous star smiles at Liang with an easy, friendly charm.
Scott!
Oh,
No
Scott's
fucking
dead.
way. Is she dead?
No fucking way. She dead? Am I still here? Oh my god. This drama shit got real fast.
Not yet, but I doubt she can hold on much longer. I'll call an ambulance, and we're gonna need backup.
Loggerheads scream, pug dogs cry, everyone's scared shitless of the, like, dying in front of them. Yang's rationality has already grasped the reality of the situation, but her emotions are refusing to let her shape the conclusion into clear words.
Why are you doing this?
Why are you doing, funny murders? When Loggerhead posed a similar question to Scott, Liang had questioned the inquiry. There is no need to ask why evil chooses to do evil. What's wrong is wrong. Evil must be eradicated. No, intention matters. Ghost plagues must be purged. That was the doctrine drilled into Liang since childhood. But now she finds herself forced to ask the same question. And she goes to the woman and it's like, why are you doing this? And she says, because I didn't like the end of the third film. Duh. And Noir is just like, where is Noir in all this? Has she left? She like wheelchaired herself the fuck out of here to get away?
Tell me. I need a reason.
I need a reason. I need a motive.
It's my old friend that you should be asking.
Sinister smile. Liang watches as Qixing's smile fades and her face turns steely.
Long time no see.
Noir.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah. Ew.
The last time we saw each other was in front of her grave, if memory serves. We really should keep in touch more often.
That is what a thing to say to someone who just committed murder. We should keep in touch more often. Yo, bestie, what's up? The air in the alley is sharp as a needle. As sharp as the needle implanted in Scott's throat, actually, coincidentally. Noir continues to smile, but awareness lurks behind her eyes.
But you've gone too far this time, my friend.
Oh, really? Has she really? Are you sure? She glances at Scott's fallen body and gently shakes her head. SMH. SMH. Can't believe you just killed, like, a child, I think? Like, were they even an adult?
This isn't part of our story.
This isn't a set, Director. It's not your call.
Isn't a part of our story. What are you on about? He raises a hand, and a flash of silver pierces the darkness.
Careful!
She leaps forward, deflecting the needles, and she stands firm in front of the wheelchair. Jing shows no surprise. She narrows her eyes a little, as if she foresaw this outcome.
That's the spirit. This should be fun with you here, little Vigil. Let's all play our roles, shall we?
This should be fun with you here. It won't be an easy kill now. Now I'll have to work for my kills. To be continued. Fun times. Oh, this is so good. I did not expect Scott to get fucking shot in the throat. A random scrap of paper with intricate folds and nod to its owner's boredom during a long meeting. Pass the note. To Petra. Letter was tucked inside a folder of interrogation records. It appears to have been exchanged silently between two Vigil agents during an investigation. The two distinct handwritings reflect their unspoken dialogue. She's tight-lipped about it, but she seems unaware that we've already figured out everything. Fascinating, like a mouse in a lab experiment, arrogant yet clueless. There's still one thing left to figure out. How exactly did she learn to crack the anti-theft arcane seal? All her lies and disguises fall apart under scrutiny, but she hasn't given up a single clue about this. Even our artificial somnambulism couldn't uncover anything. Could it just be sheer dumb luck? Disappointing, I've taught you better. Never rely on million-to-one coincidences. Always consider the more plausible scenario. You mean she's being controlled by someone else? And they've erased her memory so she can't betray them? Exactly. That slippery merchant gave up Scott. There's no way a minor employee could pull off something like this. Rejoice, we've hooked a big fish. So, we're letting her go? Yes, but not without loosening her strings first. Understood. I'll notify Miss Petra. I trust he'll ensure... Mr. Petra. I trust he'll ensure Miss Scott feels completely at ease after some subtle adjustments. Good. You're a reliable asset, Billy. Billy. The second writer seemed about to reply, but only left a hesitant pen stroke. What the fuck were those? We don't know any Billy. Lit screen, lit eyes. Oh no, Poitier's down. An empty heart and a pair of longing eyes. Well, Scott's down. Poitier's down. This guy is fine still. Pug dog! Good to know Pug Dog's gonna make it through. Alright. Alright. Had to take a little drink there. Oh, we're just going straight into a fight. Alright, alright. I'll just keep the same team. It's not worth exchanging out the team. Good, very good. I've been waiting for this moment. Time has come for you to uphold your duty, Miss Vigil. I won't hold back, Miss Jing. I'd hope not. I just murdered a child. For fun and profit. I don't even... What is she even getting out of this? She's just murdering.
Behold.
Oh, nice. She stabs herself.
Haven't you eaten?
Haven't you eaten?
Fine.
Oh.
A good point. Wanna watch the aerial stuff? What I'm good at.
I'm gonna...
Don't blink.
Boop. Well, thanks for stabbing yourself for me. Nope, wait. Don't let your guard down, kid. She's not down yet. What? This power. It doesn't look like it's hers. Heh. Don't you know there's a huge puppet master going on around here?
Red 38 is about to return.
Red 38. Crush her balls. Oh, lit screen, lit eyes. Straight into it. Weird structure, this one. But up, there goes the arrows.
The hell? I thought movie stars were just empty suits.
They are most of the time. Another volley of silver needles streaks through the air, forcing Liang and Poitier back. Qijing stands at the corner of the alley. Though seemingly trapped between Liang and Poitier, he skillfully uses their positioning to her advantage, and just fucking throws kunais everywhere out. As long as they hit one of them in the throat, she's fine. Neither officer can risk injuring the other by firing their gun, or using an arcane skill, leaving the battle at a deadlock. Aw, that's never stopped a cop before. Have you seen the LAPD? If this was the NYPD, they would fucking fire their guns with no sense of strategy. They would just get shooting. Liang would have bullet holes riddled through her by the time Poitier was done. That's like the subway.
We're not going to last much longer. I have to do something. Poitier, cover me!
Poitier, cover me. I need a blanket. Yeah, this seems like a much more needed situation than the last time you used this guy. With the ritual vessel of Kueling in her hand, Liang recites the ancient incantation, each syllable clear and deliberate, until she gets hit in the neck with a needle. Qijing looks momentarily stunned. This is the beginning of an incantation. Liang knows that more silver needles could come flying at her at any moment. Banish all evil. You should really get this out before she, like, breaks the fucking phone. Then again, maybe this phone is like Nokia quality, where that shit ain't getting broken by a bomb. If so, then you'd have some good technology here. For a brief moment, hesitation creeps over her. Just a scaredy little baby. As a child, she sat before the screen and watched this figure over and over again, her eyes filled with admiration. She'd mimic her arcane skill countless times. Placed her father's leg open quite a few of those times. She never imagined that one day, those dazzling silver needles would be aimed at her. Yet she still speaks the final words of the incantation. These words, an ancient contract, will be upheld, and the Jianyao beast will be called upon to devour all evil, as is her right as a descendant of the Liang family. At least, that's what's supposed to happen.
What?
Huh? It said no. The fucking beast checked her bank account and was like, ooh, not feeling it right now. You don't quite have enough in there, babe. Looking like you're gonna... When's your next paycheck? But the alley remains as empty as it was before.
Hey! Rookie, watch out!
Rookie, watch out. You're getting shot, baby. Someone pushes her aside. She hits the ground hard. A flash of silver, the sound of shouting. Then, blood. A body falling. A sticky situation. Warmth. Chaos. A piercing screech. The events that follow are hazy in Liang's memory. But Poitier got lots of arrows in her. Enraged man. A sharp reprimand shatters her haze, pulling her back to focus. He's now in a flashback.
That's...
Oh no, I'm in a flashback instead of doing something important. A familiar courtyard. A man with a familiar face. Some enraged guy she never really knew. In front of him, a little girl stands in horse stance. She is horse. She is haunts. Sweat rolling down her forehead, her legs are trembling, mainly because she is human and not horse, thus cannot stand the horse stance. Yet the man's ebony ruler comes down mercilessly on the girl's shoulder.
不像样，和你讲了多少次，要沉肩坠肘，心静体松。
Wrong. Shoulders and elbows down. Relax your body and mind. How many times do I have to repeat myself? Two small heads peek over the courtyard wall, giggling and whispering to each other. Dumbass.
他就要撑不住了。
She's gonna fall any second. Wanna take bets?
活该，谁叫他向老师告密的？
That's what she gets for being a fucking snitch. Snitches get stitches from their own dad. The boy makes a goofy face at the girl holding the stance. The girl, already exhausted, finally loses her balance and collapses to the ground.
疏于练功，三心二用，你看看你怠惰了多少！以这样的体魄，强梁又如何能服从你？
You don't come to training. You're distracted and you're lazy. How come Hua Ling obeys such an undisciplined master? You're a little shit. No one loves you. Even the divine beast who works for you hates you.
继续站。
Get up.
等一会儿过来检
I'll
查。
come back later.
扎不稳
If
马
you
步，
don't do it by
今天晚上就
sundown,
不要吃饭
there will be no dinner tonight. Yay, abuse. Yippee. The man, her father, shakes his head in disappointment and walks away, leaving the girl grasping for breath on the ground.
走吧走吧，没意思，他又要站一天了。来，要不要
Let's
去录像
go.
厅？
She's gonna be there all day. Wanna go to the theater? Wanna be actual
好呀
kids?，
去街角那家吧。
Sure, that one in the
今天咱们
corner
家
is
放
playing
神秘检查
Detective
407
CO7 today. The children hop down from the wall, laughing as they scurry off.
我也想去录像厅。
The theater. I wanna go too. I wanna be a kid instead of just an abuse victim. No one hears her voice. No one but herself.
I remember it now. I hated Qiangliang when I was little. Father was always trying to teach me something about the 12 Zhenzi, the master of Qiangliang, fighting the wicked and dispelling evil, fulfilling the duty of my inheritance. I was only a child. It was all too difficult for me to understand.
I was a little baby, getting beaten for not being disciplined enough at the age of 5.
The other kids hated me. I was a traitor. A class president who took the side of the adults and enforced the rules. They'd all hang out and have fun together, while I was left alone. I envied them.
And then you became a cop, so you would end up in the same situation again. Damn, girl, you're not good at
Their
this.
lives were simple. I wanted that.
一角、两角、五角。
Valencia. Her piggy bank lies smashed on the ground as she picks through the shards to count every coin. Amongst the broken porcelain, half of a shattered face stares up at her innocently.
对不起，小猪。
I'm sorry, piggy. I don't know how else to get out coins. You know, there's supposed to be a little slot to get the coins out on the bottom, but like, I couldn't find it. I just broke ya. She gently brushes her finger over its face in a gesture of comfort, or farewell.
That day, a dissipate father gathered up all my savings and headed to the theater.
Is this the theater? Holy shit, this is some dude's house.
That was the first time I watched Detective CO7. It was amazing.
I didn't actually go to the theater. I broke into a guy's house and just watched it in his living room.
But I knew it was just fiction. Just an escape. It wouldn't change anything in my real life. Once the movie was over, I'd have to go back to the same home I had just left. I didn't want to leave. So I stayed in my seat for the closing credits. But the lights didn't come on when the credits ended. Rather, the silver screen lit up again and played something.
Ooh.
It was an interview with Miss Qixing.
Miss Xijing, many children love your work and see you as their hero. Yet some adults say that the story of Detective CO27 is too unrealistic because she always beats the villain. That's a dumb complaint to have about a children's movie. What's your opinion on this subject? Is it a flaw of the movie? The real world's already a cruel and unfair place. Our movie is idealistic, yes, but it shows us a world where good is rewarded and evil is punished. We need that. If we can't accept justice and truth even in a fictional world, then what hope do we have for reality? Xijing gazes into the camera, but also beyond it, her carefree smile, her eyes shining even brighter than the stars. CO7 is justice, a hero who fights evil and cares for the weak. She'll always bring a happy ending, no matter what she's faced with. One of our goals with this movie and with the character was to inspire and to encourage our viewers. We know that most people can't become a CO7 in the real world. After all, it's an incredibly difficult path to take. But we hope that we can at least inspire people to become heroes in their own lives, to create happy endings for themselves and the people around them.
It was just a short interview like any other. But I still remember every word she said.
I have grown up into Big Me, watching the same film at that same guy's house.
As the master of Qiangliang, you must use your power to fight the wicked and dispel evil. It is your duty to maintain the peace of the world. Qiangliang, the powerful being that had always been a blur to me, suddenly became clear. I realized that I could be more than just a hero who creates happy endings for herself and the people around her. I could be the hero who creates happy endings for everyone. Just like CO7.
Oh, he didn't create a happy ending for Scott, that's for
right.
sure.
Not everyone can do that, but I could. Because I was Yue of the Liang family, the master of Qiangliang. On that day, the burden that had been crushing me suddenly became a blessing.
A blessing.
So, what went wrong?
What did I do this time? You hesitated for but a moment, and that cut off the ritual. The image fades as another silver flash brings her back to reality. Up, there goes gravity. Bye. Siren. There goes gravity. Sirens, an ambulance, blood, blood, endless blood, more blood, sirens, an ambulance, dead body, second dead body, pug dog, blood. You hear someone shouting. Oh, this didn't do that on purpose.
Stay with me, Portia, please.
Stay with me, Portia, please.
Why did you do that?
Oh, is she in the film reel?
I thought you hated me.
I thought you hated me. You clearly didn't for the past, like...
People always hate me.
Aww. Now she can hear clearly. She realizes it's her own voice. Hoarse with desperation. What did Poitier say to her back then? Blood bubbles from her mouth and nose with each painful breath.
You could tell, huh? But that's... that we just didn't know you yet.
A blood-stained hand weakly pats Liang's chest before falling limp.
Poitier?
Poitier! You got my face dirty. You bitch.
No. Please, Poitier!
Oh.
Ugh, will you shut up? I'm not dead yet.
I'm not dead yet. We're not in the third act yet. A thunderous smack, unbelievable, from someone confined to a hospital bed, jerks Liang awake from her nightmare. Liang's head throbs, dazed. She looks around, taking in the sterile white of the hospital room. Sterile white. And the irritated face of her instructor.
The hell you doing sleeping on my thigh, huh? Ugh, my leg's gone numb. And clean up the drool on your chin.
I thought it would be hot. That's beside the point, Liang.
What? I'm sorry.
Just kidding, boo. You're not drooling.
Cute.
Alright, turn on the TV for me. I was bored out of my mind waiting for you to wake up.
You better have given her head pats. You better have, girl. Welcome to the arcade restaurant. May I take your order? So what happened next? After I passed out, how did you manage to drive off the Night Piercer? We didn't drive her off. She left when she heard the sirens from the reinforcements you called. Chief Eldenring arrived. Director Noir used arcane skills to control her puppets and guide them to you. That allowed the medics to reach you and Miss Scott in time to get you to the hospital. Sounds like we owe her a big thank you. Sorry, Miss Poitier. I couldn't stop Xing. She took the reunion of the Three Swallows. This is all my fault. Don't beat yourself up, kid. No one expected the Night Piercer to show up like that. How are Scott and Pugdog holding up? Pugdog's been caught and is in custody. No, not Pugdog! He was the most important character! Miss Scott is stable after emergency treatment, but she hasn't regained consciousness just yet. Doctors believe her coma, like those other victims, was caused by reunion of the Three Swallows. The department has officers guiding her, but until the case is solved, we can't expect her to provide any useful information. Especially since her fucking throat was, like, cut into. It's probably gonna take a while for her to talk again, if ever. Like, depending on how it hit her. As for Director Noir, sorry, I should have informed you earlier. She's the one who tipped me off about the illegal arcane artifact deal. So, she participated in the deal. Her honesty, cooperation, and her lawyer's efforts convinced the department not to pursue her case further. Through her honesty, cooperation, and mostly the fact that she had director lawyers. Like, her lawyers were real good. Typical of Hollywood. A director can go from criminal to collaborator with just a few words. Yeah. Why do you think like half of them are pedophiles? It's because they can fucking get away with it. We should talk to her about it. To her again. About Miss Xing and about the real. Maybe there's more she hasn't told us. End of dialogue. This just in. Shit's fucked. Silence Silence and stillness are already the highest form of alert. It's just in, camera heads back. We love to see her, she's a cutie.
Tall officer, are you up? I got you guys Chinese food. You must be hungry.
Oh no, she's latching on to them now because she doesn't have any other friends left. Because Scott fucking abandoned her ass. Poor girl. The two officers are both staring intensely at the television screen. The paper cups in their hands are crumpled tight. Well, you know what? At the very least, she'll forget that Scott betrayed her within the next few days. It's so fucked up. It's so fucked. Multiple people
20 suspects in the holding
injured.
cell were injured. Most were found unconscious at the scene and are now in critical condition at the hospital. The victims include arcane black market dealer Castor and Chicago gang leader Jason the Coyote, both of whom have since been acquitted of their crimes.
Behind the reporter, thick black smoke billows from the scene of a car accident. Flames lick at the oil spilled on the road, sending waves of searing heat into the air. This didn't even require a car accident. This is just what fucking California is like.
Out of the way! Out of the way! The ambulance needs to come through. We need banana bag stat.
Banana bag.
Go in the shop. Ah, my skin! It burns! Help! Help!
Get your fucking cameras out of here, you assholes! We're an ambulance.
Just wait and see. I'll tear you apart, you asshole!
I'll tear you apart, you asshole! Medical personnel shove past the journalists as they hurry over with a stretcher. The cursing and wailing of the deranged man behind the reporter echo in the background. It sends a chill down their spines.
The fire is speculated to have been started by a victim of a night piercer attack who displayed signs of mental instability. At the same time, similar incidents have occurred at the Lieber Street Detention Center and the Chinatown Police Station. The situations at both sites are similarly concerning. It has been reported that the Division of Arcane Affairs is considering the potential connections between these incidents. The mysterious figure behind the unresolved night piercer attacks remains their top suspect.
The mysterious figure.
As with the previous attacks attributed to the night piercer, the victims of these incidents are once again notorious criminals with extensive records. However, in light of the night piercer's escalating criminal activities, support for the figure is dwindling as concerns for safety rise.
People are finally not so down for this vigilante anymore now that so many people are
In
dying.
response to ongoing skepticism regarding the lack of resolution of the night piercer case, Deputy Chief Eldon of the Division of Arcane Affairs stated during the press conference that...
Yep, there goes the TV. What did he state, damn it? Poitier slams the power button on the remote before flickering it aside. She yanks the IV needle from her hand and grabs her uniform from the bedside. Girl!
I pass out for half a day and Chi Xing's already turned the city into her personal playground?
Fuck, I passed. Girl, you
Grab
need
your stuff,
your
Ricky.
hospital.
We're hitting the road. Gotta find this bitch before she kills someone.
Oh, why censor bitch in the, the word? Like, in the text it's censored, but she just said bitch. Like, why? That's a weird inconsistency. Cause, fuck they don't say fully.
Fuck. I pass out for
Fuck.
half a day and Chi Xing's already turned...
Well, I guess it kind of... they half censor it.
What? Your feet stuck to the floor or something?
Whittier stops only when she notices Liang still sitting motionless. Liang purses her lips, struggling to speak under Poitier's skeptical gaze.
Deputy Chief Eldon took us off the case. It was an official order.
We were never really on the case, were we? We were never supposed to be going after fucking Night Piercer at all. Sorry, I had to blow my nose. 2 hours earlier, the LA office for the Division of Arcane Affairs fell into an eerie silence.
Early this morning, Constance Scott, a staff member of the Foundation's Arcanum Containment Department, was assaulted during an illegal arcane object trade. She's still in critical condition.
Oh, 29. Nice. Good shit. Awakened Arcanist. Oh, they don't have ages for these two, though, weirdly.
Forensic Services has confirmed that the arcane skill traces found at the scene of the attack matched those left by the suspect in the ongoing Nightpiercer case. Thanks to Noir and our Vigils cadet Liang Yue, who are both at the scene of the attack, we've been able to confirm the identity of the Nightpiercer.
It was exactly who we thought it was from the start. Weird.
Name's Chi Xing, a
Wouldn't have been
29-year-old
that
former
one.
movie actress from Hong Kong. She played the lead role in the Detective CO7 series, where she gained a reasonable amount of fame.
A reasonable
She was in
amount.
a few more movies after that, but no big hits. She officially retired from acting a few years ago. The BAU's come to the conclusion that she's confused herself with her movie character, possibly a result of a mental imbalance caused by the setbacks in her career.
I don't think that's necessarily the case.
She thinks she's the real-life CO7, the hero who fights evil and cares for the weak. In short, we have a vigilante on our hands. Thanks to a minor mistake from the Foundation's Arcanum Containment Department, we also have a dangerous arcane item. A cursed film reel called Reunion of the Three Swallows, somewhere in the city.
Somewhere in the city. Not gonna mention that it's with her.
Liang has
Yiang.
confirmed that Constance Scott, the staff member who was assaulted by Chi Xing yesterday, is the
Xing.
perpetrator of the theft. As you're all aware, there's been an explosion in mental disorders in Chinatown. We now know that the source is the cursed film reel. It's currently in Chi Xing's possession, which makes her even more dangerous. Having learned about the history behind this arcane film, we have reason to believe that obtaining it was one of her motives.
Yeah.
Since the
Hand.
film's been in her possession,
Put her there.
have been multiple
Give me a high
assaults around
five,
the
dude.
city, all matching the patterns of the Nightpiercer. But there's one key difference. This time, the victims all showed the same mental disorder as the victims of the film. We believe that the suspect is able to control the film's power to some extent, and she's using it to commit escalating crimes at a much higher frequency.
This cursed artifact is really fucking ramping
We
things
need
up,
to
huh?
act before the situation gets out of control. Reinforcements from the Foundation and the Vigils Bureau are already on the way. We will do whatever we can to protect our city before they arrive.
He pauses for a moment as he sweeps his gaze over the officers before him.
James, Carter, I'm putting you on the case. You'll be taking direct orders from me. The rest of you, stick to your posts.
We'll put 2 people on this case. We'll protect
Excuse
the
me,
whole
Deputy
city,
Chief
don't
Allen.
worry about
I
it.
need to ask you something.
I need to ask you
I already
something.
know what it is.
Before Liang can speak, Eldon and his ring cuts her off. Tone is calmer than she expected.
You and Poitier saw that something was going on in Chinatown and started an investigation yourselves.
You little rat.
You found the culprit behind the ACD theft and stopped an assault that could have ended much worse. You've done a great job.
Done a great job disobeying me. But then his tone shifts.
But there's one key thing you failed to do. You had a chance to apprehend the Nightpiercer right then and there, but somehow she slipped through your fingers.
Somehow.
According to your report and the witnesses' statements, you failed to summon your legendary beast when you confronted the suspect. As a result, not only did the suspect get away, but your partner sustained an avoidable injury. I need my best, most reliable officers on this case.
After a brief pause, he delivers his final verdict. You have failed.
Sorry, Liang, but you don't make the cut. The two of you will be excluded from the operation.
This is bullshit! He can't cut us out! This is our case!
This is bullshit. What, just because I have horrible injuries?
No! We are doing this!
Calm down, Miss Putty.
Putty.
Even if you feel fine, the doctor said you had to stay in bed for at least a few days.
Miss Potty.
The name's Poitier, and I'm fine, okay? Stop trying to...
And I'm fine, okay? Look, they didn't even change my sprite. Oh, and I'm dead. Facts speak louder than words. Liang gently leads Poitier back down onto the bed. This time, Poitier doesn't resist.
Damn it. So what went wrong? How come your friend... Tang Leng, was it? Didn't show up?
God, they just love getting these words wrong.
Qiang
Liang
must have sensed my hesitation and refused my summon. You see, if its master can overcome their selfish desires with an unwavering heart, it can turn on them. Father used to warn me about it. But that won't happen again. I promise.
Trust. It won't happen again. It happens again. Poitier narrows her eyes as she studies Lang for a moment.
If you say so. What are you gonna do now?
I'm going to kill that woman. Ling takes a deep breath.
I'll continue with the investigation. I need to find Qixing.
Xin.
What? But that angry grandpa already pulled you off the case.
Angry grandpa? He looks like he's in his 30s at most.
I have to do this.
What for? Because of your duty to fight evil as the master of Qiangliang?
Poitier furrows her brow, but to her surprise, Liang shakes her head. Like, nah, I have to do it because the plot said so.
I've always
My
had
own
two things guiding me.
determination.
My duty as a member of the Liang family, and the spirit of CO7. But now, Qianliang has ignored my summon, and Qixing has turned out to be anything but a hero. They were once the beacons of my life, but not anymore.
I can't trust anyone in this bitch-ass of a world.
This could be a setback, yes. Or it could be an opportunity. For the first time in my life, I can think about what I really want without having to consider anything else.
And right now, I want to figure out what the fuck is going on. After a brief moment of surprise, Poitier lets out a laugh.
You know what, Rookie? It always grinds my gears when you talk about your duty and all that stuff. But what you're saying now, I like it.
I don't like when you talk about your shit. It's real weird that you keep bringing it up. But now, I like the way you're talking.
Aren't you going to stop me?
How would I do that? I'm injured.
Why would I? It's our case, isn't it? There's nothing wrong with doing our job. If
Especially if it's not our job.
Just tell him you bumped into the crook when you were strolling around the city.
Just lie. Just keep lying.
Seriously?
Seriously?
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that, is there? So what's the game plan, huh? What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? Piss and shit your pants? Oh, back in the alley we go.
This scene again? They must have done a dozen takes already, right?
Yeah, I'm no movie expert, but even I can tell the actor's nervous as hell.
Of course he is. Anyone would be nervous if they knew a wanted criminal could show up at any time and mess you up with Arcanum. Eldon tried to keep the details of the case a secret, but that director from Hong Kong told her crew about it as soon as she came back.
She immediately spilled the beans. The two uniformed figures stand in a narrow alley in Chinatown. They came to protect the potential target of an attack, Noir, but were politely turned away on the grounds of disrupting filming. Mainly because no one likes seeing cops around. Like, even if they're there for protection, it's just like, we don't want to see you. No one loves you. Everyone hates you, because you kill innocents more often than any criminal could. Now they can only confirm the situation inside the set by peering through the slightly ajar door.
I mean, I guess they have the right to know. And to run. Half of the extras got the hell out as fast as they could. And look at the other half. They're too nervous to work.
I know. Hey, that's the Vigil's cadet, isn't it? What's she doing here?
Oh, I work here sometimes. Mm-hmm. Nod.
The officer said you're here to help, is that right?
The officer says you're here to help.
Excellent. We could really use a hand right now. Come, let's get you in costume.
Noir greets her guests with an unusual, amiable smile. Amiable? I have no idea what that word is. Having reached an agreement with Liang to cooperate in an arrest, Noir has not been charged for her illegal trading of the arcane object. Because, lawyers be doing some good work when you give them enough money. After being released from custody this morning, she immediately returned to filming. Right
I'm
back
more
to
than
the
happy
same
to help.
set.
But first, I have something important to ask you.
Noir pauses.
Right to the point this time. I see.
I see.
I don't think there's any need to tiptoe around each other anymore. Could you answer me directly this time?
God, I love when we get conversations between people that clearly don't have English as their first language. I'm not even sure if they have English fully as their second language. Sometimes they say shit that's like, they might not actually understand what they're saying and are just reading off a page.
What happened between you, Qixing, and He Rijun, the creator of Reunion of the Three Swallows? How did she die? Why do you and Miss Qixing both want that film? And why is she doing this?
What is this fucked up love triangle we're in? Noir looks at Liang, her usual smile fading slightly.
What do you plan to do with my answers?
I don't know, learn from them? Get lore?
To Qixing, I'm probably just another fan. But to me, she and her character means something. I need to know why. I have to arrest her and find out the truth.
Show me your true form!
Maybe I can still fix things, but Miss Noah, I need your help if I'm going to do it.
I need to fix things. I want her to be a good guy again. This time, Liang says exactly what she's thinking. She holds her breath as she awaits Noir's response.
You mean you want to know more about her? To peek behind the scenes, learn what really happened behind all the moving magic. I told you it's not a good idea.
Well, it's a good idea now. He's a murderer. The movie magic is already dead.
We create works not just to express ourselves, but to entertain. And when we release them to the public, we open ourselves to all kinds of commentary, whether they be sweet or bitter.
Bitter?
But the people behind the characters, behind the production, they are not for entertainment. Their lives are not fiction.
Is that a no?
Is that a no? Aww. But we
I
treat
haven't
them as
finished.
fiction all the time. That's what tabloids are all about, is treating real people's lives as fiction and as entertainment to be consumed. I gotta consume like a little fucking mouse getting the cheese. Yum yum yum. She raises an eyebrow, a hint of mischief growing behind her smile, because she's just a little
Though I
schemer.
don't advocate trying to cross the line between on and off screen, if we cast aside your relationship as fan and actress and treat you simply as individuals, saying I want to know more about you sounds rather beautiful. It's touching, really.
Yeah, in that way. I guess
I'll answer your questions, Miss Liang. Follow me.
it is quite beautiful to say, I want to know more about you. Unless when you actually know someone, like in real life. But then, you know, it gets weird if it's about someone you don't know in real life and they don't know you exist. Because then it's parasocial and it's weird. To be continued. This just in. More police bullshit right here. New reports, same old faces, same old work. Let's review the report. Based on the latest Vigils Bureau guidelines on recent Arcanum-related violence, modifications and updates have been made to warrants and relayed to enforcement departments. Details are as follows. Wanted, Qijing, codename Nightpiercer, threat level raised to A. Yay! What are the threat level tiers? Like, can you get an S tier? Last seen in Los Angeles and surrounding areas, any local institutions encountering this individual must notify the Visuals Bureau immediately. Wanted, Arcana, leader of Vanis Mendicte, threat level maximum. She went past S tier and went straight to maximum. Any Arcanist who encounters this individual must avoid engagement and immediately report to the Foundation and request military assistance. Revoked. Confirmed deceased. For now. We killed her for a bit. Kimberly, Miss Kimberly. Threat level B. Capture and detain upon encounter and then await Visuals Bureau support. Revoked. We're fine with them now. Oh shit, A+. He didn't quite get S rank. Damn, Forget-Me-Not, you need to up your game. Capture and detain upon encounter, then immediately contact the Visuals Bureau for support. Additionally, submit a report to the local Foundation office when reporting to the Bureau. Forget-Me-Not, you're falling behind, man. You're only A+. You could be S rank if you were a little more terroristy. Years later, all they remember is that empty stage before the spotlight. Let me stretch out your neck. Wow.
Our story began 11 years ago. Life was tough, as it is for all young artists.
That's true. Unless they're rich.
But, like the beginning of many stories, there was a kind of beauty in it.
Oh, we finally get our backstory moment. Oh, young noir. Another new wave director has made a splash with her debut movie, Nitwit boasts an excellent foundation, but it may have reached a little too far with its bizarre and unconventional story. While some have praised its daring approach, it has proven too much for the general audience to appreciate, leading to a disappointing box office performance and living up to the title, Nitwit. What can I say? I've got no taste. Yo, young noir, she's kind of killing it. She's kind of fucking killing it right now. Holy shit. I love her. Oh my god, girl. He casually tosses the newspaper onto the table, the loud thud drawing surprised glances from the nearby diner.
Okay.
I guess compromise is inevitable if I want to sell more tickets. But that's not exactly my strong suit.
Noah? I'm a Noah.
Noir? Is that you? What a surprise! It's good to see you again! Oh, poor woman's gonna burn to death later.
Teresa!
Teresa! What are you doing here? When did you come back to Hong Kong? Oh, we're in Hong Kong now? I couldn't tell. This is the same restaurant we were in before.
Teresa, or as you know her by He Ri Jun.
Why are these two speaking to each other in English, actually, now that I think about it? Because in the flashback, these two are speaking to each other in Chinese, I presume. But these two know Chinese, so, like, they could just speak to each other in Chinese fully.
Was a dear friend of mine, the scriptwriter of Detective C07 and the creator of the cursed film Reunion of the Three Swallows.
This is a pretty good script. Interesting.
Yo, she's learning English.
Teresa and I met while we were studying abroad at the film academy. We took the same scriptwriting class. We didn't talk much at first. She always sat in the corner on her own. I only got to know her after our teacher showed a script to the class as an example of excellent work.
The writer's name. Teresa.
Teresa.
Her
Excellent
stories could strike a
pronunciation.
balance between the details and the big picture. They were engaging, light-hearted, and warm.
Warm. I prefer my scripts cold. If they're warm, it feels like someone else has touched them recently.
So, in that moment, when we met again at the restaurant, I realized she was the one I'd been looking for. At that time, she was an editor at a small press. I invited her to join my studio, and 3 months later, she put the first edition of Detective C07 on my table.
Good shit. Good job, Teresa. Teresa.
所以你覺得點啊？你覺得邊度唔夠好嘅話，我都可以改啊。
我諗緊
I'm thinking about who should play the heroine. Your script is remarkable, even better than I expected. Let's shoot it. Let's shoot it. I have a gun. She just fucking puts holes in it.
We held endless auditions, even considered some famous actresses, but none of them fit until that night.
頭先嗰幾個你覺得點啊？我覺得最後嗰個好似都 OK。
What do you think of today's candidates? The last one seems okay to me. Okay isn't good enough. No, she's missing that edge. You can see it too, right? We're not making lemonades from lemons. At least I'm not.
但係萬一現實生活裡面
What if she doesn't even exist? What if our perfect actress only lives in our
萬一佢
imaginations?
只係我哋諗出嚟嘅，咁點算啊？
咁我就會一直揾。
Then we'll keep looking until she's born. We'll wait 18 years. You think I won't? I'll make my own fucking actress. Hooligan 1. What are you doing?
我就係喐手喐腳啊，點啊？死
I'm
鹹
kicking
豬
your
手
ass.
呢度唔歡
Got
迎
a
你哋
problem
啊！
with that pervert?
仲唔快啲啦？
Fuck off. Just you wait. We'll come back. You'll see. Unlike me, I don't got eyes. After throwing out a few uninspired threats, the hooligans flee in disgrace. Behind the door, a worried face peeks out. Oh, you really shouldn't have done that. Those guys live in the neighborhood. They won't just let you off the hook after this. I know you just wanted to help that girl, but she didn't say anything. Why did you have to make such a scene? Why did they come back and tear up the restaurant? You've gotten me into big trouble, Xing.
得啦，事頭。
Don't worry, boss. I'll quit. Then come again, tell him to come find me. Yo. Younger version of her, also killing it. Here's my key. Remember to open early. The regulars don't like to wait. Ashing, what are you... Restaurant owner resigns to taking the key in silence. Without a backward glance, the girl steps down from the door, only to be quickly stopped.
睇嚟你啱啱失業喎。
Looks like you just lost your job. Want a new one? Yeah, and what's it to you? What do you want?
我有份工介紹俾你。
To offer you a
你
new
對做戲
one.
有
Are
冇
you
興趣啊？
interested in acting? I like your vibe. Me and my girlfriend saw you from across the bar and we like your
Ah Sing
vibe.
was surprised when I made the offer. She said she needed to think about it, so Teresa gave her a copy of the script. The next day, she knocked on our door and took the offer. Later, we learned that Ah Sing was born into a poor family. Her father was in prison, and her mother had mental issues. She'd been the breadwinner for the family since she was a kid. Her father's reputation would often get her into trouble, so usually she was either on the way to a job or to a fight.
She had that edge to her. She knew how to brawl. As memories surface, Noir lets out a sentimental smile. Noir thinking back on how much she loves women who can fuck people up. Because she's just based like that.
The CO7 you saw always had a confident smile on her face, but in actual fact, Ah Sing almost never smiled at the beginning. An actor should learn to commit to the moment in front of the camera and come back to reality behind it. But Ah Sing didn't. She didn't come back to reality. She's never once stopped playing the role of CO7 since then. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. She started to smile the way CO7 smiled. She went from brash and reckless to sly and methodical, just like CO7. The deputy chief and the BAU made a mistake. Ah Sing has not confused herself with her character. After all these years in the movie industry, I've seen a lot of actors get carried away by the glitz and glamour of their characters. But Ah Sing is different. She values CO7 even more than herself. So much so that, ultimately, it eclipsed her own consciousness.
She has been possessed by the role.
Miss Liang, you asked me which rumors about CO7 and the three of us were true. Now I can give you an answer.
All of them. All of them were true.
Most of them were.
Noir maneuvers her wheelchair to the desk, pulls out a file from the bottom drawer, and hands it to Liang. File is heavy. Yeah, knees weak, palms are sweaty. There's vomit on her sweater already. But at least we have Mom's spaghetti. Liang opens it up to find an aged photograph.
Is this...
Ah, cute. Now, you see, this is like best case scenario photo right here. 3 women winning a movie award for director, scriptwriter, and actor. That barely ever happens. Because the Academy is cringe. 3 women pose together. Their identities are obvious.
We drew a lot of attention after the release of CO7. Put a magnifying glass up to anyone, and you'll always find imperfections. We were no exception. Ah Sing was as stubborn and uncompromising as I was. When we disagreed, it would blow up into a huge argument, neither one of us giving in to the other. Poor Teresa was always caught in the middle.
Poor Teresa, being the one who doesn't like confrontation in a group filled with confrontation. Jesus, I couldn't say that for a while.
Too bullheaded to realize the consequences that this might cause. I tore a path forward, often ignoring the people around me. Teresa, on the other hand, was kind-hearted, perhaps too much so. She never got angry, no matter what people said. She just bottled it up inside and let it eat away at her.
Eat away at her. Noir gazes at the smiling faces in the photo, her expression tinged with nostalgia and the faintest hint of sorrow.
She didn't like taking photos. She was self-conscious about her appearance, so we only have a few together.
Ah, but she's so cute.
This one was taken when we were shooting CO7 too. We were
Ooh.
so close back then. Of course, we knew we'd have to part ways eventually, but we didn't concern ourselves with that. Even then, our shortcomings had started to hurt our relationship. But by the time we realized it, the damage had been done.
So now thinking on it, the reason that Xing is so pissed off about the ending being her like not catching the criminals is because she literally sees it as herself failing. That's awesome. That's great. Ship it.
唔得，呢個結局太離譜啦！司靈真唔會咁做噶。
Jilingson would never do that. No, this ending makes no sense. CO7 would never do that.
When we were making CO7-3, Ah-Sing was up in arms about the ending. In the sequence, CO7 tracks a criminal through a Shehua parade, hoping to finish him off herself. But when she finds him sitting at home with his family, she changes her mind. Ah-Sing didn't like it. She said that CO7 would punish the villain for what he's done, that she would never change her mind. We had countless arguments over this ending, and of course, we never reached a conclusion.
What did she want to do? Just murder him in front of his family? I was like, no. CO7 would traumatize those kids. Fuck them kids. Traumatize them all we want. Why not? Just kill their father right in front of their eyes. It's cool. They'll be fine. Alright, enough. We're not getting anywhere with this. I have an idea.
So I cheated.
cheated.
Were I in the same position now, I'd solve the problem more delicately. But I was a jerk back then.
A jerk back
the
then.
The only thing that mattered was the movie. I couldn't care less about what people thought, including my heroine.
Even though I kept
Teresa
taking
to
it
write
regardless.
An alternative ending, and told Ah-Sing that we'd shoot both endings and pick the better one together. She agreed.
But you didn't keep your word. You released the movie with the original ending.
It turned out to be very popular, but Ah-Sing saw it as a betrayal. At the premiere, she announced she was quitting the new art company that the three of us had founded together.
Yeah, that makes sense that she saw it as a betrayal. It was. It literally was.
I didn't stop her. Teresa tried to mend our relationship, like she always did.
But this one was a little too far. I wrote a new story, not for CO7, a completely new one. If you're interested, maybe we can use it for our next movie. I made a sizzle reel, it's pretty short, probably not as good as the ones we usually make, but shall we watch it together?
It was her proof of concept for a reunion of the Three Swallows. I knew Teresa had always wanted to put an end to the CO7 series and write something she was really passionate about. Perhaps she thought a new story would help Ah-Sing move away from CO7 and become herself again. Unfortunately, when she came to show us the script, Ah-Sing and I were in the middle of a fight.
Ah, you two never stop fighting.
我唔會再同你哋拍戲。
No, I'm not acting in any more of your movies.
阿星，等陣啊
Ah-Sing had always been kind to Teresa, but on that day, she pushed her out of the doorway and stormed off. Well, as I said, I was a jerk. I flipped through her script, and a flurry of harsh words left my mouth.
I read it in 2 seconds. Really? This type of story again? Really? This bullshit again? Get it out of my face. I read through this in 2 seconds. I hate it. I told you this isn't your strong suit. The script, along with the reel, is shoved back into Harry Jun's hands without a second glance.
In the end, neither Ah-Seng nor I cared enough to watch Teresa's sizzle reel, even though she tried so hard to present it to us. That was the last time we saw Teresa.
That fire.
Yes. That's why I'd pay any price to get that film. Her script was burned to ashes in the fire. I need to know what story she was trying to tell. I suppose Ah-Seng feels the same.
Noir gestures toward the file.
This is what you wanted to see last time you and your officer friend visited me.
You mean the threatening letter?
It's not a letter, actually.
It's a note. And I also have this message from your parents. Liang sets down the photo and pulls out the remaining contents of the file. It's an aged script. Its cover yellowed by time. As she flips through, familiar lines of dialogue meet her eyes. In an instant, she understands the significance of what she's holding.
It's the script of Detective 071.
The original. The one Teresa handed to Ah-Seng all those years ago.
It really is just a story of a couple friends who had a falling out, because everyone was an asshole except for one girl. Liang never imagined that one day she would be holding the origin of the very film that had inspired her as a child. There is no doubt, Yuxing must have returned it to Noir, but why? What does that mean? She continues to flip through until her fingers meet an object tucked between the pages.
Is this a poster of the Shehuo Parade?
Shehuo Parade.
Oh, right. It's almost time for the Dushuo Festival. With everything going on these days, I almost forgot.
Oh, how could you forget? That's the day shit's gonna go down. Liang's expression suddenly shifts.
Wait, is Miss Qixing going to...
Your guess is as good as mine.
They exchange a glance, both knowing that shit's gonna go down at that parade. To be continued! Hooray! Chinese TV news clips featuring the warm-up for the Chinatown Shihao Parade. Shihao? I don't know how to speak Chinese. I have no fucking clue. Our reporter brings you an exclusive frontline update. As the Dushuo Festival begins, Los Angeles' Chinatown is once again alive with the excitement of the Shihao Parade. Humans and Arcanists will soon come together to pray for a year of peace and prosperity. We are currently at the Chinatown Community Center, which houses 12 sacred arcane idols, marking the starting point of the parade. Yeah, starting point. We are fortunate to be interviewing Principal Guang. We are fortunate to be interviewing Principal Huang, who is this year's summoning official. Principal Huang, could you tell us about your role in the festival? The summoning official is responsible for reciting the summoning rites and inviting the idols. After lunch, the rotating god of Shite, Shikai will be placed on the palanquin. Some of the parade members have already just gathered outside. That's right, we can see people carrying lanterns and flags preparing for the parade. Principal Huang, what's that large animal lantern over there? That's a Lushu, a Zhaogliu. Later I will join the Beast Lantern team. The parade will be led by the 5 colored banners and the Ying Troop, followed by the Xindao Beast and Xiaogliu. Zhengryu creatures. Quite the spectacle. Oh, the Lushus are the horse. That's the horse that Juna Shi wanted to turn everyone into. The Jidao bees. The Xindao bees. Are those the legendary creatures that to ward off evil plagues? Exactly. During the plague banishing segment, General Quan Mo will shout the command, and 3 young men wearing Xindao beast masks will sing the plague banishing song, imitating the beast to drive out evil. The musicians will accompany them with gongs and drums. The parade will go on until late at night. Quite the festivity. Thank you, Principal Huang. Though the parade has yet to start, we can see crowds waiting already. Stay tuned as we bring you live coverage of the Xiao Parade. Ooh. Oh, this shit's hard for me to say because I'm bad with language. Like, I want to say I'm bad with Chinese, but that would imply that I'm good with English, and that's just blatantly untrue. I'm pretty dog shit at English as well, honestly. Retch time. Retchin' time. I'm wondering if I should stop for now and turn this into a 3-parter, or like... If I continue forward, there's only like, what, 6 parts left? 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22? Yeah, 6 parts left. It would be 6, 6, 8 that I split these up into. Or I could do, well no, 8, 8, 6 is what I would split it up into. Or I could do 8 and then, like what, 14? That's a lot, 14 today. But if I do any more from here, then I'm gonna be like, there's gonna be nothing left next time I stream. Alright, I guess that'll be all for now. Here's the more player Critter Crash Edition. There's quite a few people playing Reverse today. I would think of raiding one of them, but I don't really have many viewers active. Oh, 47 viewers on that guy. Oh, that girl? Oh. Arknight tag while they're playing. Completely different game. Yeah, I guess that'll be all for today's stream. Thank y'all for coming, and I hope you see you next time when we finish it up.